Marc Maron won't stop unleashing the belt on these Rogan Sphere comics. Bruh, this man's out here dropping government names on podcasts, all while drawing the sword of accountability on them. I freaking love it. You know, he almost dropped Theo's real name. He was like, Theo Von, no. I mean, Theodore Von Capitani. That guy sucks.
On all the, like, you were on a big press tour.
Oh yeah.
And you were going off on all the.
The guys.
Yeah. Where are you at now with that? Like, do you feel?
It seems like some of them have sort of rethunk it a bit, but like I don't know that I can really. Mostly Tim, and I feel like Andrew has kind of rethunk it. I don't expect Theo to rethink much, and I don't like, that's not a swag on him, and I think Joe knows where his bread is buttered, but I think that my problem was with their politics. I mean, I know all those guys, and I was clear about it, and and I still feel that way, but what's done is done, and now what do you really expect? I mean, Tim has been sort of surprising in that he is sort of like, we fucked up and this guy's, bad news and he's conning everybody. But
don't you think they all always knew? How could anyone not always have known that?
I really think that that a lot of people don't have a world view. They react emotionally, and also they're looking to do what's best for them.
I feel like podcasts nowadays, they invite Marc Maron on, they ask him these type of specific questions, knowing that Maron will give a viral response, which will then garner attention and possibly new followers for their own respective podcasts. I feel like that's the plan now. I feel like that's the blueprint that a lot of these podcasts are doing, including podcasts that were never really known for talking about politics. Anyways, Marc Maron, like the rest of us, this man's disgusted by this blatant grift, this vile grift that these douchebags in the Rogan Sphere did last time. Especially when you take into account that they have refused to take any sort of accountability for the political climate that we're in today. Like, you see all these comics right now doing their best to distance themselves from Trump, but many of these same comedians helped normalize and promote this man when it was convenient for their own career. They gave Trump this overall movement that he had. They platformed him, endorsed him, they humanized him, and they all freaking jumped on the Trump bandwagon. But now, like Marc Maron and us, we see the political climate, the overall state that this country's in, over here freaking sliding into authoritarianism. I think we all just find it deeply infuriating that these same fucks who platformed this man, endorsed him, pretty much shoved him down their own massive audiences, are right now their tails in between their legs. So yeah, I'm glad that Marc Maron is calling out these motherfuckers by their government names. This man, I know people like Stav, much respect to Stav. I think right now he's in a bit of a pickle right now. I think for the most part, Stavros is doing all of this like Marc Maron, but he's not trying to burn bridges. Maron, on the other hand, this man's dropping government names. He said on that clip alone, Theo Von, Tim Dillon, Joe Rogan, da. I know there's some people out there that think, oh, dude, Maron's just being an old crank. He's just jealous. Screw him, da. But the fact that he's out here being a cranky old man, not only is he calling them out, rightfully, he's also being straightforward with it. He's giving it to you right now. He's telling you guys, hey man, you don't have to freaking dig around with this one. I am mad at this person, and this person. F that. Like 10 years from now, bro, damn well Joe Rogan is going to be with Peter Thiel using Palantir to try to rewrite history. He's going to want to distance himself from the Trump disaster. I already see Theo Von right now being critical, fence-sitting. And I say fence-sitting, even though he is promoting a lot of good regarding his Gaza genocide, bringing awareness to that. But I just can't let this part go regarding Theo Von. This man will go on his podcast, his solo podcast, shed tears for this Gaza genocide, and respect to him for that. I don't care if a grown man is out here showing his emotions. No, respect to that. But then after that, he would also go and grab dinner with the Kushners. So in the morning, you will be crying tears for this Gaza genocide. Come lunchtime, you'll be asking Jared Kushner to pass you the salt. It's stuff like that where it really pisses me off. For those who don't know, Jared Kushner is the same dude who's going to benefit from this Gaza genocide. The same dude who's actually pushing for this Gaza... Responsible. One of the main dudes responsible for this genocide. And he's... I don't give him a pass. I don't give him a pass. To go, I had to freaking calm down, dude. Tim Dillon has also been critical of the Trump admin while also going on freaking dinner dates with JD Vance. Even Andrew Schultz, oh my God, but the pontificator Andrew Schultz has done a complete 180 while still not acknowledging his irresponsible behavior. This is him recently on his podcast.
The mainstream conversation was abnormal and maybe even longer than that, 10 years ago. And it was just so abnormal and so performative and so odd that us just speaking flagrantly, but like just about kind of normal opinions that everybody had was cathartic. Now I feel like shit has just gotten so insane.
Yeah.
Am I being reductive of this?
No, I get it. I don't know what the solution is to pull in like all the moderate and normal human beings. I'm assuming it's just like staying the course and not capitulating to the financial incentive of like, oh, I'm going to get all the radical people on either side.
Which I feel like, I feel like that's something that at least we've been, I think, consistent at. It's like it's very easy to go over there and just make that your whole identity. Yes, maybe getting into politics was a fucking great move. It was a brilliant move.
Yeah, we got
that worked out
fixed.
Perfectly. Yeah, exactly. We got the potholes fixed. Yeah, oil's fucking $20 a gallon, but we got the potholes fixed. We're part of it all.
This is how much of a coward he is. For those who don't know, Andrew Schultz rarely talks about politics on both of his podcasts. Flagrant and also Brilliant Idiots. Doesn't even touch the subject of politics anymore. He knows that the moment he does, clip farmers like me, I'm gonna be straightforward, and other channels are gonna freaking eat his ass alive. Not like that. So instead of apologizing or even holding yourself accountable, he's just trying to drift away from the disaster that he helped inflict on his own country. F this guy, dude. Look it up. Look at his podcast. Both Flagrant and Brilliant Idiots. There's actually a reason why you haven't been seeing Andrew Schultz clips or videos on him, dogging him for the past 4 months. It's because he's not giving out this content. Anyways, in this video, we're going to talk about Marc Maron once again going off on the Rogan Sphere comics. Gotta respect that, So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. So here's the next clip.
It's frustrating because I look at this, I'm like, what's worse? That these people were so evil and selfish, or that they were actually just that stupid? And I don't really know which one it is.
How about both? Rogan is both selfish, stupid.
Like someone like Tony, he likes the role of being the villain.
Yeah.
And, what does that mean? And I think he likes Trump for the same reason. But, who's running this country and what's really happening and how is it all coming unhinged? And the fact that, that we don't even have enough infrastructure to stop an outbreak of diarrhea virus. When does it impact guys who are so rich that they don't have to live on the planet anymore? I don't know, but it's like, look, I'm not broke and I'm not, working a manual labor job, but I am empathetic to the struggle of people that are marginalized or minorities or in a certain type of trouble.
Completely agree here. He called out Tony Hinchcliffe's name. He wasn't giving, these subtle jabs. No. He said, no, Tony Hinchcliffe, that guy, screw that guy. I completely agree that Tony Hinchcliffe does not know, is completely unaware of the Trump policies that right now are being implemented, of everything that what Trump stands. Well, what does even Trump stand for, to be honest? This man's bought and paid for by damn near everybody but the USA. But this is just how much of an empty vessel Tony Hinchcliffe is. He doesn't believe in anything. He only believes in his own financial gain. I do wonder, though, because for those who don't know, Joe Rogan and Marc Maron apparently made amends. I made a video about it, covering it about like 3 months ago. And Joe Rogan came on his podcast and stated, yeah, man, me and him are good. Yeah, man. But since then, Marc Maron has still been going off on the Rogan Sphere. This is like my third video since then of him going on a podcast, and obviously the interviewer, seeing an avenue for getting a viral clip, asked him this type of question, and Maron, being Maron, dishes the response that they wanted. I do wonder now, considering how sensitive and how much of a feeble man Joe Rogan is if they're now beefing again. I'm pretty sure all of these Rogan Sphere comics are keenly aware of Marc Maron and everything that he's saying. I'm pretty sure they got a group chat solely directed at Marc Maron. You see guys like Andrew Schultz, Tim Dillon, Theo Vaughn, they're keeping quiet. They're keeping quiet right now. But as soon as Joe Rogan gives the orders, like dogs, like lap dogs, they will go out there and start shitting on Marc Maron. But here's the thing that gets me though. They don't have morality on their side. They being the Rogan Sphere. They don't. Like, what do you have to say right now? You even see Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis goes on a Protect Our Pucks episode with Joe Rogan and outright, indirectly exposes Joe Rogan. Shane Gillis, who's been intertwined to a certain degree, for the most part, you know, aligned with the Trump admin, especially since Trump won. Shane Gillis is now cognizant and aware enough, in tune enough to actually see, nah, man, Trump right now, complete disaster. Everyone in the Rogan Sphere besides Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe himself have done a complete 180 on the Trump admin. It's just those two lone doofuses that are still stuck there. Not even stuck, willingly stuck. They know. Marc Maron was right in the first clip. Joe Rogan knows where his bread gets buttered. And like a lost puppy, Tony Hinchcliffe will follow wherever the hell Joe Rogan goes. I do wonder, though, how Joe Rogan will respond to this, because he has to feel some sort of way. He was just like, dude, I made amends with you, and you're still talking that ish. What's going on? I'm pretty sure Marc Maron might get another phone call, but you know what? It is what it is. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Till next video. Peace, y'all.